Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I am your host, Mike Ratchman. You're watching this live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. Dave Roberts is in town, and he'll jump in right after the break. Folks, we got a good show for you tonight. Fort Worth Golf's head professional at Meadowbrook Golf Course is Henry Cagle. He's going to come in and talk about Meadowbrook Golf Course. They're doing a complete renovation on it. And I believe they just started it, and it looks like it's going to be complete sometime, maybe in the summer, if not early fall. So if you're looking to maybe play a brand new golf course, man, put this one on your list. He's going to join us here. And then Parks and Leisure Director and Golf Course Manager at Atlanta Golf Course, Scott McDonough. He'll be joining us at the turn. And listen, we're going to recap the Rocket Mortgage Championship. It was kind of tough to watch Bahada lose at the very end. Of course, he won the Texas Open here in San Antonio. And so we'll catch up and get your thoughts on that. And then, hey, listen, if anybody watched the debates Thursday night and the argument came up who's got the better swing, the better handicap, it blew me away to watch it. So we're going to analyze both swings tonight. I don't know what segment we're going to do it in, but our very own PGA professional, Dave Roberts, is going to be the judge. And listen, you can be the judge in this too. We'd like to know your thoughts, but stick around for the show on that one. We'd sure like your input. And this, we'll take your comments, we'll read them live, but you know the whole deal. If you haven't had a cold one in your hand, go get one right now. We'll be right back after the break. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Texas Golf Insider, Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts is joining us. And listen, he's home. He's in San Antonio this week. So then back on the road again. Welcome back, Davey.
Welcome back, Mr. Carter. Yeah, I'm back for only a week, and then I'm back out on the road. As you see my thing behind me, I'm growing golf around the world, and our next stop is going to be right outside Boise, Idaho, at Mountain Home Air Force Base. Looks forward to going there next week. And
you were in was that right? You were in the Dakotas last week?
Yes, I was actually in South Dakota last week. And you think our weather changes? They change weather. Wow. It rains every day right around 2:00. It's cool in the morning, 51. And then it gets anywhere from a hot 79 to about an 84, and them guys are over there sweating, and I'm going, man, this is not even our overnight low. What are you talking about?
Well, hey, listen,
on over there.
Yeah, we had some Northern boys last week come in that took a trip to Houston. I bet you they can't wait to get back to Michigan. That's for sure. Hey, did you get to watch some of this last week? The Rocket Mortgage.
I felt the pain over the last couple of holes because you and I again picked the same guy. He was leading for 71 holes.
Crazy, right?
And then he's human. But I think, I had a distinct feeling when on that par 5 17th, he was 7 foot away, downhill little slider, and that wasn't a very good effort. He gave it kind of like that Rory McIlroy at the U.S. Open effort, and he missed that putt for a birdie, which would have put him on top. And then, everybody knows what he did in the last hole. The nerves got him. He had 25 feet. He just had the 2 putt to go to the playoff, and he's 2-2 in playoffs. But Cam Davis, who happened to be all over the golf course on the front side, I watched the entire round. That's how lazy I was after flying in. And
you deserve it, Gravy. You deserve it.
Sunday was a lazy day. But on the front night, he's all over the place. And then all of a sudden, he just got his act together. There's like a switch turned on, and he came in first place, and he wanted to get. That's the second time he's won the Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah. Well, in Bahada could have won his third. I mean, for a 20 year or 22 years old, he's a hell of a player. I really like watching him. He looks like he's calm, but he's so young. And it was a big possible win for him. I was really rooting for him, but Cam Davis, hey, shot 66, 66 back to back, and he just turned it on in the back nine. So it was really a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, I had a good time watching it, except for the tail end, because he was our guy for the week in the one and done. But um, you know, this is the time right now. The Rocket Mortgage was last week. We've got the John Deere Classic this week. And this is where some of the major stars are not playing. So these guys who are trying to keep their tour card or get into the FedEx Cup. Matter of fact, John Deere this week is the last United States site for the British Open qualifier. So if you win or you're in the top 2 or 3, but you're not already in there, for the Open Championship, then you didn't qualify for the Open Championship.
Well, Sergio had a problem, and this is for the second year.
I wish the best on Sergio.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. But, for the second year, of course, this is his second year at LIV, and for the second year, it has to be a bummer not getting to play in your own backyard.
Yeah, that is true. Again, we go back to where the daily grind of 4 rounds, and then you've got the more loose out, and again, I compare it from the NFL to the USFL. It's 2 different leagues, it's 2 different styles, it's 2 different atmospheres. It's more laid back, shorts, they're chilling, they're loud music and stuff like that, things you wouldn't find in the PGA Tour event. And I think after a while, you kind of loosen up a little bit, and you don't practice as hard because you've got that guaranteed money. And I wish Sergio the best. I pray for him. I hope his brakes don't go out going down the hill, or his ball goes out of bounds accidentally, or anything like that.
So wrong, dude.
I know, it's terrible.
It's so wrong.
There's a song after that. It's called "I Pray for You." So y'all go listen to that. Jared. But
well, listen,
go ahead.
It's not like I'm going to miss Sergio either.
Because I lost all respect for Sergio a couple years back before he joined the LIV, when he took a sandwich and he tore up some of the greens in the bunker. I think that was that's where I was like, you know what, that's just not cool.
He's now a Texas boy, and he lives in Texas. He's got a ranch here.
He married when I was growing up in Portland, Texas, in Corpus Christi. Down the street was Marty Akins, who happened to be the UT quarterback. He was at Gregory Portland, went to become the UT quarterback. He's a famous lawyer, tried to run for governor of Texas. Well, his daughter is now married to Sergio.
Right.
Man, it's like the 6 degrees of Dave Roberts. Well, what's up with that?
Hey, I want to wish everybody out there real quick a happy 4th of July.
Yes.
Hope everybody is getting prepared. I know I am. I'm leaving town after the show and heading out, but you're gonna keep pace with one of our sponsors, man. You're gonna be playing at Atlanta Park. They got the Firecracker this week. I guess you and Ty are playing with. I talked to Quint over there, and I thanked him for sitting in for you last week, and we had a good time. I really enjoyed having Quint on the show.
Well, I appreciate it, because what y'all probably didn't see is I was doing my segment in a rainstorm.
No, no, we did. No, you gave a different background. That's right.
Yeah, it was the natural background. It was raining, and the only thing that was under the cover was my phone, and to do the segment. But no, I'm looking forward to Atlanta Park. Great golf course, folks. If you haven't played there lately, it's in our backyard, Mike's and I.
Yeah, great condition. It's in great condition.
Brody has just done marvelous things with all the rounds they've done, and then Quint and Cy and the rest of the staff. They're totally awesome sauce. They're very customer experience oriented, and so Ty and I are going to go, and we're going to tee it up. I only get a couple more times to play with him. because, my traveling, and then that guy is going to be going on a cruise pretty soon. And then we just got to get him back to Alabama State. So I want to see his competitive juices flow a little bit at Landa Park tomorrow. And I think we've got a full field is what I heard. And then what they do, they shut it down, the whole golf course and that area afterwards, because they get ready for the fireworks show.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, folks, if you're in town and you're thinking about going out and playing, or not playing, but if you're thinking about doing some fireworks, they have the best fireworks in Central Texas, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for a small town, the way it is, we got call-ins here. We're not taking any calls today.
Hey, Mike, I think that's Ed McMahon from Publishers Clearinghouse trying to deliver you a check.
Yeah, just by luck. That's what will happen. I'm sorry, you just passed up $100 million.
Well, just give it to the next guy. His name's Dave Roberts. He can use it. No, but Landa Park, fantastic facility, folks. And if you haven't had a chance to play, just Google Landa Park and book your tee time. They go through Golf Now, and they got some they're great rates for that.
And you better do it early. Get that tee time early, because if you didn't get a tee time by now, you ain't playing golf this weekend.
Yes.
I mean, that's just the way it is. But they're fireworks. So I'm a big fireworks guy. It's like the little kid you can't wait for stuff to blow up, And every year they jam pack it in. But right after the tournament, you guys got to get out of there so they can set up for that.
Yeah, it's no hanging around and jacking around. You get your munchies. They pay out the prizes, and then folks, you're gone. And they've got to set it all up. And folks, I mean, you could even be in Town Square that far away and still see a wonderful show out at Landa Park. So if you're not doing anything, folks, in your New Braunfels area, I mean, this thing is so big, I think you could see it from green. That's how big this fireworks show is.
Well, we can see it from over here. I mean, we can see it from where I'm living at or staying at, and that's near Canyon Lake. So they do a heck of a job, and they do it better and better every year. We're going to get Chad Dunnigan. I'm going to hunt him down because they got so much stuff going on in New Braunfels. And we got a big story about the whole city coming out in our next issue, which Landa Park is on the front cover. So you and I are going to make some Muni runs here in the next couple of months. Go play some golf out there, Dave. Since there's Muni on the front cover, we'll make that happen.
I can do it. I am a Muni golfer now. Not puny.
Well, buddy, we're going to take a real quick break here. When we come back, we're going to go up to Fort Worth, and some great things going on up there. And they're pretty proud of one of their new courses that are under construction right now. And it looks like it's going to be ready to go either the middle of next year or at the end. We'll find out all about it when we get him on the show here. So if you haven't got yourself a cold one, folks, go grab a cold one. Golf After Hours. We will be right back.
Book your next tee time at Cypress Bend Golf Resort in Toledo Bend Lake Country. The stunning redesigned course welcomes players of all levels, from new golfers to seasoned pros. Located along Toledo Bend Lake, the course features 10 unforgettable waterfront holes with lush fairways and panoramic views. Big fun awaits you beyond the greens. Book a guided fishing trip at our world-class fishery. Visit the new Toledo Bend Family Adventure Park. Swing into action and plan your dream getaway to Toledo Bend Lake Country today.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the Hill Country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the Hill Country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. Dave Roberts with us, still in town, and we have a special guest, Henry Caglio. He's the head professional at Meadowbrook Golf Course in Fort Worth. Henry, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate y'all sending the invitation.
Well, we wanted to get you on, Henry, because the word is out, man. You guys
I lost volume.
You guys are doing something very special.
I lost your voice. I can't hear you.
Uh-oh, he can't hear us. Is it on his end?
Mike, I can't hear you.
We can hear you. Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you. Hey, maybe we can you work with him, Johnny? You might have to.
Hello?
Let's see. No,
you're not muted.
I love live TV, folks. We're on this.
Hey, Johnny,
I lost the sound. I don't have your.
And see if we can get him back. Can you turn your volume up, Henry? Turn it up.
Well, we can hear him. So how about if he logs off and logs in? Can you log him out and then text him log back in? I love live TV, folks. This is beautiful.
I'm about ready to do a shot at this.
Click on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have him just see if maybe he might be able to turn up his volume on his side.
Yeah.
Got him?
He got the message.
Maybe that's it. He's coming in clear.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Johnny, let's try that again. Let's think maybe we can go to Mr. McDonough, and we can come back and maybe you can message him and you guys can work it out? Yep. Go to commercial and we'll bring Scott in.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Welcome back, folks. I appreciate you hanging in there with us. We had some technical difficulty. This is what happens when you go live, but we're no quitters. You know, we're coming right on back. We're going to make this all happen. We got Henry Cagill, who is the head professional at Meadowbrooks Golf Course in Fort Worth. And welcome again. Welcome back again to the show, Henry.
My pleasure. Once again, thank you for having me on.
Our pleasure, man. We wanted to get going and talking to you a little bit about the new course. But before we get there, you know, you and I had a nice little conversation here a day or so ago. And, you know, we were talking about the layout that you already had currently before we talked about construction. And, you know, something I've seen some of the photos that I was sent. And, you know, you're absolutely right. You know, I never pictured, you know, Fort Worth having elevation changes the way they do at Meadowbrook. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I got to take a look at some of those pictures. And are you going to keep some of that stuff? I mean, are we still going to see some of that? Yeah, talk a little bit about just the golf course before, you know, the construction.
Well, the golf course is 100 years old. It was 100 years old or close to. And that's one of the talents that John Colligan and Trey Kemp have, is that they're able to make these changes while keeping the original topography in place and those kind of things. We've added some nice water features and bunkering throughout the new design. But yeah, the new design is definitely going to be an improvement. It's definitely going to be much more fun to play. The old course was just dated, and it was still fun to play. In that part of Fort Worth, it has an unusual layout on as far as like you had mentioned, the changes in elevation throughout the entire course. You're going up and down and dog legs left and right, and it's definitely unique for this area on the way that course is being built.
That's good to hear.
Yes, sir.
Well, do you have a time frame of which you think you're going to open? And my second question to that is, isn't Rockwood right by that goes through the Trinity River? Have I mistaken on that one?
Yes, sir. So Rockwood is minutes north of downtown Fort Worth. We're about 10 minutes east of downtown Fort Worth. The Trinity runs throughout the city, and it's about a mile away, if that far, even less, from where Meadowbrook Golf Course sits. So we're going to have two great facilities close to each other that will give our citizens and general public some options on where they can go play public golf and have a good time and have a quality product.
Well, you know, the reason I asked that question, hold on, Mike, I want to do this one because, you know, help oversee 53 courses and consult for the United States Air Force across the world. One of our biggest issues is water, so that's why I brought the Trinity in. What type of water do you use? Are you using the gray water, or do y'all have some springs that you're tapping into, or some wells?
Well,
How,
yeah,
with all that population up there at Fort Worth and Dallas, that's a lot.
we're tapping into a well. We do have a well there on site. And we also have a line connected to city water. Unfortunately, I don't need to tell you, water does not come cheap.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we have a couple of water sources there on the property.
Well, you're right on site now, and you're seeing some of the things that the new stuff that's coming in. And tell us a little bit about the construction. Is this the first time that maybe you've been around a construction site where they put a brand new routing in or a brand new golf course? And because you're from that area.
Yes, sir.
And so what kind of experience are you seeing when it comes to the construction side of it?
Yeah, for me, it's a great opportunity to see it up close on how they're doing it. I've learned a lot of different things about how they actually, or what goes into building a course, from the greens to the irrigation to the actual dirt moving and all of that. It's definitely a learning experience. I live really close to Rockwood, and I've worked at Rockwood too for a good part of while they were doing that construction. So I've gotten to see both of them, but this one is definitely different from the other one. The Heritage Links and John Colligan's design, they're doing a great job out there. Hopefully Mother Nature helps us along, and we have a mild winter to where we can get this thing open ASAP. But we are looking around June or July of next year.
Nice.
Weather permitting.
Yeah, and that's some of the mistakes I think that some owner operators do make. They open up too soon, but as I see when you gave us that date, the grow in, which is totally, because everybody's going to want to play it. You used to be considered, and still are until you closed for renovation, one of the top 25 public golf courses in the state. And so I think maybe with this renovation and the grow in, maybe a top 10. I know how the Dallas Morning News and Sporting News is. They favor you guys up there in the north.
Well, we don't really worry too much about things like that. Like, once again, the product will speak for itself when it's all said and done. And I think the main thing that we as the city of Fort Worth and how they're presenting this golf course is we just want to give our public, our general public, the golfers within the Fort Worth area and Dallas area, that we want to give them a good product and make them proud to play our golf courses. We're improving our image overall, and I think it shows that with the work done at Rockwood, how the numbers and the rounds that have increased there are incredible, and we're looking for the same thing here at Meadowbrook. The golf course is going to be good, and it'll be priced appropriately to where everybody can still come play the golf course. And I think that it'll definitely be a great addition to our Fort Worth golf system. Definitely.
Well, hey, Henry, what's it like to have a group, a city like Fort Worth backing the game of golf? It's really, there are some cities that don't pay attention to it at all, but you guys are doing it. It starts with Rockwood, and I heard there's, things going on about Pecan Valley. You got 2 courses over there, and it looks like those may get facelifts right after this. Guys are spreading yourself out to be kind of a destination to come to, and a little trail for Fort Worth golf, man. You guys are doing it right.
Yes, sir. We have a really good system within the city government, as far as from the mayor down to city manager to our parks director, Richard Savala, to Dave Lewis, and right down the line to the rest of the staff that keeps these golf courses up and running. They've really kind of bit the bullet on how they're doing this. I mean, I don't need to tell you, these things get high up in the millions, and
Oh, yeah.
finding the sources for funding are always a challenge. But we've got people in really good places that know how to get things done within the city government, and along with city council, and just having the foresight to do projects of this size, because they are big projects.
Well,
And
Henry,
at the
with
same
the
time, keeping the other operations running while they're building a new one.
yes,
So-
it's definitely a juggling act. Yes, really. Question for you on the yardage of it. You were a shy under 6,400 yards in the original design because it's winding everywhere, and I see the map. In today's golf game, everybody wants to lengthen their golf course. Are you going to maintain the integrity of being a short course that's going to make you play those shots and not have to say, okay, we're making it for the bombers? I mean,
No. Yeah, you're exactly right. This golf course is going to be a shot maker's course. Rockwood, and that's the beauty of it, is that we have options with Rockwood. That is more of a bomber's course. Meadowbrook is more of a shot maker's course, with all the dog legs and the undulations, and you can't always play as aggressive as you might like to. It's a risk reward kind of deal, the way they're setting this thing up. It's got 6 par 3s. So
wow.
yeah, but it's
There you go, Ratchman. 6 par 3s for Ratchman.
I'm in on this.
Yeah. It's gonna play fun. It'll play difficult, but it'll play fair. We have several tees. We're gonna have 4 different sets of tees, so there'll be something for everybody.
Well, Henry, I know you're pretty pumped about being. Now, you're going to be the guy? You're going to be the director of golf, the guy to take over the place. You're going to be running the show. Is that correct?
I hope so. We take things one step at a time, but yeah, that's the plan.
Well, Dave and I are going to come up and play your course, man. And I'm assuming you guys are going to have a media day and a grand opening and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And
we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll for sure. Well, we're up against the clock here a little bit, Henry, but want to thank you very much for coming out. We really appreciate it. And, we'll do this again. The closer you start getting some of the holes done, and we can take some photos and kind of see how you guys are progressing throughout the whole year. And so we'll get you back on and talk about it again.
Most definitely. I'd love that.
Well, Henry, have yourself a happy 4th of July. I appreciate you. Spend a little OT with us and have yourself a great weekend.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good day. Take care. Folks,
Yes,
we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to go to Llano, Texas, and we're going to find out exactly what's going on out there. We'll check out with Scott McDonough. He's been a regular to our show a couple times. So don't go away. Grab yourself a cold one if you already haven't. We'll be right back.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today, or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
Old friend, our hearts know you. You welcome us with open arms. Your stories are our favorites to retell. And you love surprising us with new ones. Our family treasures these moments with you and your sugar white sand.
Everybody to Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman, Dave Roberts. And folks, we got a special. He's been on the show before. We haven't seen him in a while. He's Parks and Leisure Director, Golf Course Manager, and Head Professional at Llano Golf Course in Llano, Texas. Scott, welcome back and get into the show. Good to see you.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you having me.
Well, you know, with all the hats that you're wearing, which one are you wearing tonight? Is it time for a cocktail? Are you done, or are you still working?
I'm still working, but it's a quiet day. It's the calm before the storm. You know, as all golf pros know, July 4th is a big bang for Texas golf in each summer, and you know, we've got a busy day just like a lot of courses will tomorrow. So it's a little quiet this evening. The heat right now, everybody kind of paces themselves. You know, they play early in the mornings, and hopefully we'll have the same thing tomorrow. Have a good first half of the day, and then enjoy some fireworks in the evening.
Well, man, how's the golf course looking?
You know, I swore every year, you know, when you have a good June like we did, weather was great. You swear you're not gonna touch July and August. But, you know, we went from 88 to 101 in a matter of hours. And it was beautiful, as so many of the courses in Central Texas are 2 weeks ago. And now, you know, we're still in great shape, but we're getting hot like everybody else. You know, you got hot spots popping up, and you do what you can to kind of control them. And I think we may get a little moisture maybe next week, or at least get a break from the heat if that hurricane holds together for a little bit.
Well, you know, Scott, I was looking at the weather forecast over the weekend and then starting next week, and it looks like there are some thunderstorms coming our way, which is good. And you know that for us in the business, rain is liquid gold, and it does help out those hot spots and those other things. But is there any other measures that y'all are taking? I mean, are you like concentrating mostly maybe tees, greens, surrounds, and maybe every so often in the fairways? What are y'all doing to beat this heat, but keep the golf course in Mac Daddy shape?
Well, I've got to remind you guys, we've got bent grass. We're about Llano River is about as far south as you can go and find a public course that has bent grass, and you'll find them at some of the high-end facilities that have unlimited maintenance budgets. But what we do here is we live and die by the river behind me here, and you know, the last 2 summers, water restrictions around this part of the world, you know, we had to cut back on fairways and tees, and but we've protected ourselves to where we make sure we've got plenty of water to keep this bent grass alive, and we have good syringing practices. You know, with technology, we're like a lot of other places. You know, we have probes that we go out and we measure the moisture, and and obviously the shaping of the greens, the surrounds get hotter than the middle of the greens, and that's when you go out and syringe in the afternoons, and it's just part of the business when you have bent grass. And even the guys with all the different strands of TIF, they even have to cool the hot spots off this time of year. So it's just part of the game. But our greens, that's what drives us right now. We 4 years ago when I got here, we were kind of looking at an identity of which way we wanted to go, and the bent grass works for us. We've got small greens. We're only 62, 65 from the tipped. So, we got some smaller targets, and being along a river basin like we are, it's conducive to growing grass. But, we have stressful periods like everybody else in July and August, and we're holding up good. I'm really proud of the shape the course is in right now, but really the only thing we're fighting is a few hot spots popping up. So June's been a great month, and really the river's flowing, so I don't see any issues with water conservation, or water restrictions, I should say. You're always looking to conserve water, but I don't think we're going to be restricted the rest of the year.
Well, I got hot spots in my backyard, and I got zoysia. And I don't think you're going to get away. We had it, like you're saying, we had a pretty good June. I mean, there was a lot of water. There was overcast. And, June was not bad at all until we got to the very end. And then it started kind of heating up a little bit. But, hey, it's part of what goes on in Texas, man. So we got to struggle through maybe 2 or 3 more months, and then we'll be back into our second season again, and everything will be green and plush. And hey, Scott, you guys got something a little bit different than most up there, because you got a different kind of stay and play. Because I believe you guys still do run the RV park. Am I correct on that?
That's correct. We have a team that actually runs it, but it's right next door to us, and we work with them on packages. And Llano is a kind of an outdoorsman type venue here along the river. If you're not deer hunting in the winter, you're fishing during the summer, and we this setting right here really appeals to the RVers. And we've got, any golf course that has RV slots right next to it, they're blessed. And, it's especially a public facility. So we have a lot of people, a lot of repeat business. The winter Texans, with some of the travel restrictions, right after COVID, we don't have as many winter Texans on a regular basis, but we do have our summer traffic, and we stay pretty busy over there also.
Well, right now, pricing and dynamic pricing seems to be the hot button in the business. I deal with it with Air Force Golf, and we're always going against our competitors around the world. How is y'all's pricing compared now that COVID is over? Have y'all kind of stayed the same, maybe just raised a little bit due to inflation? Or give us some of your prices if someone was to come up there and say, hey, I want to get away and I'm going to Llano.
Well, we have a $38 park and green fee special that that we run during the week, and then we're just over 40 on the weekends. We're really proud of the course conditions that we can offer for those rates. Usually when you find bent grass, and a lot of public facilities with different strands of Bermuda, they're already up in the $60 range. So we are in a small area. We're not close enough to a metro area to compete with those guys, and we don't want to try to compete with them because they've got different amenities. A small town golf course is going to have a smaller shop, not as much food and beverage, banquet areas. We do offer a pavilion. We do a lot of outdoor cooking. So our amenities is not what we drive our business off of. It's the rock outcroppings, the native oak trees, the river setting. We're here about the outdoor experience, and we try to keep it simple. When we look at green fee pricing, we want to be the best deal, and we also want to be the best condition. So we've been able to do that. And usually what we do is when we look at rates, we'll look at membership and annual playing privileges. We'll look at those rates 1 year, and we'll look at the green fees on an off year. And we're pretty happy with where we are right now. We obviously have a little bit of room that we could go up. You're always looking at your major capital and what you're doing. And, we don't have anything right on the horizon that would drive our fees one way or the other.
Well, let's talk a little bit. The golf we know about. Hey, real quick before I ask my next question. Is that right? $59 if you bring your RV up and you can play 18 holes for $59 and have a space to put your RV?
That's correct. That's during the week. Wow. Yes, sir. Pretty good deal.
That's a hell of a deal, man. That is really a good deal. And it's not, folks, listen, and this is not just a place just to go play park, or just to go play golf. But you have so much stuff going on downtown. I mean, you guys got festival, golf tournaments. Tony Guidros and you work together pretty close, man, so I can see where the leisure comes in. You got some special events, because there's some good shopping downtown that you have.
Absolutely. I can't keep up with Tony. I couldn't begin to tell you everything that he has going, but that square stays busy. It stays busy with food venues, with bed and breakfast options. And then there's obviously a lot of gift shops in town. And then we have the Lantex Theater that Tony keeps it up, and he's responsible for staffing it and bringing in acts that really draw. I would guess it's kind of like going back in time. I would guess the seating in there's probably close to 300, but it's like going back in time, going to the theater. It's old school movies, and it's just your typical small town. What you want to do on a Friday and Saturday night, and kind of go back in time about 30 or 40 years. So that's Tony. That's our throwback guy right there. That he does a great job promoting that downtown area, and then I'm more responsible for the recreation end of it.
Well, it sounds like you've got everything wrapped in a bundle there of a great guest experience when they come to Llano. I mean, you've got your events, you've got the golf course, and you would agree with me. When they come to the golf course, we're giving them the best experience we can as soon as they pull in the parking lot until they leave, and then all of a sudden now you have the amenities outside of the golf course. Sounds like a place that be great to escape for a weekend, and very affordable.
Absolutely. What we looked at, when I first got here was, you get a community with 3,000 people, and you've only got about 30 or 40 regulars that play golf week in and week out. So you obviously, when you're looking at growth, you're looking at where's it going to come from. And there's a lot of people that want out of Austin and out of San Antonio on the weekends. And whether it's spacing, whether it's crowding, or whether it's just they want a more relaxed round of golf than to fight the crowds. A lot of times our guys choose to drive an extra hour to the golf course than to worry about a 4.5 or 5 hour round in the city. So it's a good balance. Golf now, our guys, we didn't have reservations before I got here, and we brought Golf Now in and introduced everybody to online tee times. It really opened up the metropolitan markets. It got Llano on the map, and when you got good bent grass greens, you get a lot of good reviews. So it really helps drive. It drives the business, and then you put a little bit of extra service on top of it, and a lot of people want to come back. We start getting retention and start getting more and more of the same faces coming in and week out, and they're not necessarily locals.
Well, I tell you what, you guys do a great job as a team together to bring people out to Llano. You always got something going on out there, Scott. And I've been out there several times. I haven't played. A lot of injuries, but I have been given the go to go play golf. And a couple injections, once every other month, I'm coming out to play. It's really seemed like a neat course. I've been up there, like I say, a couple times. So Dave and I, since we have a front cover that is going to be municipal, we're going to try to get out here for the next 3 or 4 months and do some municipal golf playing. So you're on our list to call, man, for sure.
There you go. Well, we'll treat you to some barbecue, and whether we play good or not, we'll eat good. So you got.
And we're good at that.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we're good at that.
this is
And
one
maybe
golf
Chip
pro
will
that
get-
is rounder than a quarter pounder right here. I'm not scared of food.
Hey, Scott,
Mike,
we're up against, we're
Hold
up
me
against
in the
the clock here, buddy. I know you're working hard and got a whole bunch of hats on, so we really do appreciate you taking some time out to join us. And you can count on us coming up there. You'll get a call here. Hopefully before the month is up. I got to check with Davey's schedule whenever he's going to be in town. But appreciate the invite.
Anytime, guys. We'll clear the calendar for you, and we'll roll out the red carpet, and we'll have some fun.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot for coming on in.
Thank you, Scott.
Happy 4th of July. I hope you get to enjoy some of that with your family. And we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, guys. Always appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you.
Tell Tony we said hi. Hey, folks, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, Dave Roberts is going to, we waited for the very end, and that you can watch the swing of Joe Biden. You can watch the swing of Donald Trump, and Dave is going to analyze, and he's going to let you know who is, just by the swing, a better handicapper. So stick around for that. Bring another cold one on. We'll be back right after the break.
Gotta be careful.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the hill country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the hill country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. the Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's vcgc.golf.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.
everybody to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts. And folks, listen, if you watch, and the only reason we're doing this because we're watching the debate. And if you watch the debate, they talk about golf. So that allows us to come in and do some stuff. Now, they talk stupid about golf. I mean, they were kind of, who's the higher handicap, who's got the best, and I'll carry my bag. If you carry your own bag, I don't know which one of them can do that, and probably neither one of them can. But it was really kind of interesting. Bryce DeChambeau got in on it, and he's willing to host that particular one-on-one with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And he said, hey, man, whoever wins is the president. And we'll find out who's got the best handicap just by the swing. And so we brought in Dave Gravy to do the analyzing. He's done this a million times. We did this with Trump and Barack Obama or something like that, many, many years ago. And but Davey, you take it from there.
Well, hey, let's see his swing right quick. Johnny, can you tee that up for us? Let's take a look at former President Trump's swing. And as you can see,
built a golf course just to miss this green.
That's just to be had. I think he's made in China. That white shirt. I think he takes too many waggles with the swing, and with that inside pool, that's going to cause a slice. But you know what? It is Donald Trump, and he kind of leans towards the right anyway, as you noticed. Now, see how he walked right too as well. So I'm expecting that. Okay, so. Mike, I think he's all to the right on that one. As we're trying to find President Biden's video, it's kind of stumbling right now. But
okay, so does he look like he could be a club champion?
Well, you did win the 15th flight before. He's not the A champion. He might have been a champion in one of the flights.
No, he said it wasn't the senior. He said it wasn't the senior. It was the regular championship, and he said he's won it now twice in his lifetime.
It is. It's probably the Trump National Club Championship where there's only one person, and he's scared to come in second. I would like to play him for some money because he could probably fund some of my projects. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now I did hear many people who have played with him said he didn't know how to count past 5. Now,
well, there's a lot of folks that they shoot 6, write down 5, holler 4, that kind of thing. That happens.
Okay, now we got Biden. Do we got Biden going?
All right, let's take a look at this swing right here, and as you will see,
built a golf course just to miss this green.
From President Trump's. That swing looks a little broken. He's got to do something about the pants. Those white legs look like the first stage of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He's a working man.
Oh, yeah, he's a working man. Oh my gosh, is he wearing socks or are those his legs? Okay, he's wearing a white shirt as well, folks. So he's all matching. Almost had it. But you see that swing right there? That is a swing of an 80-year-old. He claimed to be a 6 handicap. That's probably 6 shots a hole. I don't think. No. Matter of fact, you should see his chipping technique. He falls asleep over it. It's kind of lazy.
Yeah, I seen one of his shots where he leaned in and got a rock and almost hit him back in the head when he was playing.
That's kind of brutal, but
I think he was wearing a match.
I want to know how many strokes Trump would have to give Biden. That would be my thing, because that's not even an even match. That's kind of scary.
Okay, well, I'll give you something that's pretty interesting. Okay, there's a bet line right now.
Okay.
It's Bet Online. They released the odds to the candidates, and they were saying that odds show Trump is favored to win hypothetical match, odds minus 3,300 or 1-33. These odds mean that if you spent $330 to win $10, the payout would be 340. Now, for Biden, odds for hypothetical matchup listed at plus 1,200 or 12-1, meaning that if you bet $10, you would win 120, which would total out to be 130. So even the bettors that are out there right now saying that Trump would kick his ass.
This would have to be a 9-hole match because, both of them are up in age, one more than the other. Carrying their bag like, he was saying, I'll carry you carry my bag. No, you're not going to be able to carry your bag. Maybe Jill can carry your bag. And Trump's wife can carry. Now, that would be a thing right there. Now, that would be cool. And then what you do is you give a presidential seal belt on the 9th hole. And it's not over who wins the match. It's who's ever going to finish because they're so old, and if they're walking.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Trump plays 18 holes. Now, I don't know about Joe. I'm sure he plays 18. There's no doubt in my mind he plays 18 whenever.
On the Wii machine?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But Trump plays golf. He really does. And he does a lot of celebrity stuff.
But he also is not very good at golf. But, you got to look, Mike, 1% of America breaks 80 on a consistent basis. Okay? He's in the 99% majority, kind of like other things. So, yeah. He'll drum him. He'll drum him.
Yeah. Okay, so would you see everything? Who wins, Trump or Biden?
Trump could play a 9-hole match, give him 4 aside, and still beat him.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear, folks.
It's kind of like
if there's ever any betting going on, and Shambo gets to put something like this together, that's hypothetical. That's never going to happen.
I'll give you a hypothetical. You against Ty Roberts playing from the tips at Valor Creek.
That's a hypothetical. That ain't happening. And he's going to have to give me a buttload of strokes.
And that's the way this was going to go. And we're not talking about the stroke with a defibrillator either, okay, folks?
Hey, Gravy, good to have you back in town again, man. Always good to have you back on the show. Where are you taking us next week?
Next week, we're going to go to Boise, Idaho. We're going to be going to Mountain Home Air Force Base, and we'll be promoting golf around the world again. And folks, I do want to say one thing. Please be careful out there because the 4th of July holiday has been voted as the #1 beer sales and beer drinking holiday in the calendar year. So please be safe and responsible out there.
Find yourself a spot that you can hang out for the weekend and you don't have to drive. Put your keys in a fishbowl and just kind of hang out. Listen, I'm wishing everybody a happy 4th of July. Be safe out there. I want to thank our guests tonight, Henry Cahill, Scott McDonough. Gravy, thanks for being back in town. And
can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Can I say one more thing? Hey, Jay Ratch, I know you're up there in the things with the one stuff, but I heard and I saw a couple of pictures that you were sporting the old Kobe Stevens, folks.
He was.
If you want to play your best, you got to look the best with Kobe Stevens. And if a cheesehead can do it all the way up there, you can do it right here in your own backyard.
Well, if you look at our website, you can see him giving the old Kobe Stevens 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, Kobe Stevens has a 1776 right now sale at KobeStevens.com. And don't forget, any purchases that you buy, put TGI in, and you're going to get 20% off your entire order. KobeStevens.com.
Hey, folks, I want to thank everybody for watching us all week long. I know this is a big weekend. We get most of our views right after the weekend. But I want to thank everybody for always tuning in and always sharing our show because, every week things keep getting better and better for us. And we really enjoy you guys always comments whenever you can. David, I'll be back next week. Until then, rain or shine.
Book your tea time.
Happy 4th of July. Cheers to the weekend. Cheers to the weekend.